Oh God. One thing I really love is kind of romantic stories, you guys. And I think that's like what ties us all together because you'll be talking, and I think like the older generations have the best romantic stories. You'll be like talking with your grandparents like, hey, how'd you guys meet? And your grandparents will be like, oh, your grandfather, when he got back from the war, he was delivering papers for a living, and, every morning I'd wake up, I'd open my paper and I'd find a beautiful poem written in it, just to me. And it's like, wow, that's cool. Or you ask your parents, hey, how'd you guys meet? And it's just like, your mom's like, oh, well, I worked in a building and your father ran the cafeteria, and, if I was having a bad day, he'd see it on my face. He'd reach under the counter, he'd give me my favorite dessert, just talk to me, ask me what was wrong, and it's like, oh, that's cool. And it's like, what is our generation going to say where it's like, hey, how'd you guys meet? Well, he Facebook stalked the shit out of me. Just gathered information. I think you need to get down to some brass tacks, you guys. Like, if you're a geek and you're dating, you're gonna need all the help you're gonna get. Like, odds are, you go out and date and you bring her back to your apartment, aka Ford Awesome, aka Battlestar Galactica, but cooler. She's not gonna look around and be like, you've got an original Dreamcast. Take me now, you autistic dreamboat. Like, odds are, you're gonna need all the help you're gonna get. And ladies, I think that's where the government should kick in, I think your tax rebate should be directly proportional to the dorkiness of the guy you're dating. Like, you go to a Star Trek convention, you pick up the 450-pound guy with the homemade tricorder, and you actually fuck this man? Like, the IRS shouldn't send you a bill, they should send you a pony and a thank you note. It's like, someone took Davis off our hands. Yeah. I think the problem is, though, that girls don't want the geeks, they want the bad boy, they want the fucking thug, They want the guy who just stole a police cruiser to celebrate the 1.5-week anniversary and then parked on an orphan. That's the guy they want. And like, I can't compete with this unless I go like, yeah, girl. Yeah, you don't know what I'm downloading or how it violates copyright. Looking around at all the beautiful women here who had nothing to do with me, and all I can think is, I could disappoint you all. Oh my God. Let's see. I've been listening to a lot of radio, you guys, and like, I think the thing is, like, you listen to the radio stations, everyone's in competition with each other. They're all trying to outdo each other. You flip over like to the hard rock station, they're like, be at the corner of 18th and L, catch up with the 105.3 Extreme Party H2. We're gonna be banging out the hits, handing out the free t-shirts. You're gonna jump into the bang bus. It's just like, that sounds good. Then you flip over to the public radio station, they're just like, hey, be in front of the National Geographic Society tomorrow, catch up with the NPR Party Volvo, We're going to be banging out the Chopin, handing out those nice recyclable tote bags. Morning man, Artie Schuler, he's going to tell you how to reduce pH balance on your soil to bring those perennials along this year. Bitches. Oh, give us $50 or more in our winter fund drive, and we will not send Carl Castle to stab you in the Whole Foods parking lot with the NPR fundraising shiv. $100 or more, and we will not send Diane Reed naked into your bedroom at 4 in the morning to fulfill her darkest desires. I would love to hear her have an orgasm, I just don't have 29 minutes to spare. Yeah, that was not good. I've had some better luck dating recently. I was dating a really cool girl for a little bit, and like, the thing was, went out on the first date, went back to her place, and she totally leveled with me. She admitted that for years she wanted to be the first female Marine Scout sniper, which meant that I was basically on a date with the guy from Jarhead with a uterus. It's like, 4th date, see the pink mist. And she was like, oh, I'm a multiple gun owner. I'm like, okay, and oh, the NRA paid for 10 grand of my college education. This was the Sarah Connor scholarship, I wasn't sure. But like, honestly, I was like, oh, that's cool. Hey, can I go upstairs? Can I use your bathroom? Can I wash up? She's like, yeah, go ahead. So I go up, I do my thing, I wash up, I dry my hands, I open the door, and the first thing I notice when I walk out is her holding a handgun and pointing it at my chest. And yeah, and like guys, whenever you come back from a date and your friends are like, "How'd the date go?" You should never have to include the phrase terror boner to help describe that date. Because that's just an erection made of fear and an orgasm made of hesitancy. I play a lot of video games, you guys, because I think video games are real, and yeah, and like honestly, the thing is, like, I want to incorporate elements of my video game life into my dating life. Like, if I'm on a date and it's going halfway well, we're making out, I don't know what's going to happen next. I want a progress bar floating over her head. And when it reaches a certain point, I want to hear a voice that says, "Your foreplay has been sufficient. You've gained access to her breasts. You have now unlocked the how the hell do I do your bra class without killing you minigame." Because those things are defended by minotaurs with lightsabers. But you know, if I am able to seal the deal and make the vaginal miracle happen, like, I want the same rewards and feedback that I get in a role-playing game. You know, I want the gold, I want the experience points, I want the health potions, and at the peak of her orgasm, I want to hear the Final Fantasy Battle Victory music. Because I'm sure this is what the female orgasm sounds like. Alright, thank you guys, good night.